Chocoan is a department located in the north of Colombia, coasting the Pacific and Caribbean seas. Its diverse geographical area make it easier for industries such as mining, agriculture, and fishing to be open. However, the economical range of the Department of Chocoan is quite fragile, having only contributed to 0.4% of Colombia's GDP, making it quite obvious that there is a form of neglect in its benefits and environmental and economical areas. It has also concerned social conflicts due to other problems in certain communities that are going through in terms of health, education, and public services, making it quite obvious that Chocoan is an unstable department.
Hello and welcome back once again to the Chem-Ás podcast.
Today, we will continue with this month's topic, SDG goals and how they can be implemented in undeveloped areas. As you may already know, this episode's compromised area is Choco, the Colombian department. And today specifically, we will be talking about one of the major issues, water pollution.
The Sustainable Development Goals are a collection of 17 interlinked global goals designed to be, and I quote, a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for people and the planet, now and into the future.
The fact of working on these goals is very important because they seek the common good for all types of communities and for the world itself by combating inequalities and injustices in economic, political, and environmental fields.
Exactly, and as we all know, Choco lacks three important pillars that are part of the SDGs: clean water and sanitation, no poverty, and protecting life below water.
Okay, everybody, we have our first question of the day. At Torne, the Chem Devil asks, how can this episode contribute to the solution of the department's problems?
Well, at Trone the Chem Devil, the idea of creating certain ideas in order to stabilize the Choco department is one step forward to trying to balance the most vulnerable departments in the country.
We believe that if we focus on the rehabilitation of this biodiverse characteristic in order to create a path to helping other areas that are still quite prevalent and require of a large source of aid, such as the overall environmental stability, socioeconomic problems, and the unprivileged qualities that those in poverty must live through.
The viability of not only shedding awareness of such an important problem, but also creating a birthplace for ideas and solutions could incentivize a change in these areas. Now let's talk about analogies.
Aquaculture is one of the most vital sectors in Choco due to its location and contribution to the recovery of employment and renewable sources in various areas of the underdeveloped communities.
Despite being one of the regions with the highest rainfall on the planet, with 60% of the territory occupied by the Atrato River basin, it lacks a satisfactory drinking water service. 65% of the localities did not have drinking water treatment system, and in the remaining 35%, the disinfection processes are not carried out. This retracts the progress to sustainability and socioeconomic and political points.
Actually, the ICA is planning to create more environmental sustainable measures in order to try and implement aquaculture as a safe industry, creating a system for disinfecting water, monitoring storage tanks, and locating filters. With ICA registration, all actions will ensure that populations access to safe and high-quality supplies.
Okay, so knowing the chemical properties of certain elements enables us to comprehend the issues in the mining industry and how it is affecting certain areas of our ecosystem. Countless social and territorial problems are being caused due to the irresponsible and illegal use of the industry. These chemical contaminations are causing delays in the expectations the SDGs have in underdeveloped areas in Choco. For example, the contamination of mercury and cyanide in the Atrato River affects the livelihood of indigenous and Afro-Colombian communities living in the area, since it has been for centuries one of their main financial incomes.
Interactions between these waste released from mining and its surroundings are hazardous to clean waters, as said in the SDGs. The use of fresh water in this industry causes a contamination of these, disrupting the circulation of purified water needed for social and environmental pillars. There have been countless cases including mining that have caused mercury leaks, specifically due to its usage in waste, contaminated critical Chocoan rivers that are essential for marginalized communities such as San Juan and Baudó. The effects have led to other industrial and social areas being affected due to the dangerous conditions found on these rivers.
You can also relate it with the type of bonds atoms find themselves in this case, ionic and covalent. For example, you could say that the relationship between Choco and Colombia is an ionic bond. Colombia steals from Choco to stabilize, and Choco is left with nothing. We have seen it with the usage of Choco's natural resources. Countless industries around the country take advantage of this while excluding the department from its benefits. Additionally, it causes genuine problems in the economical and environmental areas. We see it with the mining industries, which create the massive problems of pollution when it interacts with the waters. These types of dependent idea is genuinely like an ionic bond.
That's right, and as for covalent, the department's waterways, people, and economy might all benefit from the need of new water purification sources, which would also create stability that would help all the variables. Recently, one has been built stabilizing the water cycles in the department and improving several aspects of the community. The building's construction company, Hídricos, facilitated the dynamics and distribution of drinking water across Quibdó. The development of that distributed an enhancement to the municipality's social, economic, and tourism areas. This line of work is also distinguished by being environmentally friendly because it preserves and saves fresh water without modifying it during the cleaning process. We actually see some type of covalence here.
Those are the actions we require in order to stabilize Chocó. We need to look for more opportunities to use biodiversity in economical and social areas in order to improve the perception of this rich and underestimated department.
That's it for today, guys. Tune in next time on Chem-Ás.